Good morning and welcome to
Sunday Chat!
It's Sunday morning and it's very, very windy again outside.
Oh, it's worse than it's been.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I actually thought I saw one of our big terracotta window boxes move before.
Oh, God, don't.
But I didn't, fortunately. That did happen once.
It did happen. I was sat here one day and I heard this crash and a terracotta window box, heavy with fuchsia.
Oh, that's right,
flew.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Annie M, Toto.
It's mad out there. It's absolutely mad.
Oh.
Anyway, the fuchsia...
It flew down and landed in the front garden, completely intact.
Yeah.
Completely intact.
And missing the roof of the bay as well, didn't it?
The roof of the bay?
Yeah, the roof of the bay window.
Oh, the bay window.
Yeah.
Well, no, it didn't. It hit the gutter, and I think that's what broke the gutter.
Ah, right, okay, so that was your fault then, yeah.
No, it was
the not
wind's
pruning
fault.
the fuchsia.
They
were amazing fuchsias.
They were big,
they were
white
fuchsias.
fuchsias.
We should try those this year.
Trailing fuchsias.
Though our neighbours say they like the red geraniums.
Well, I've got to sort those geraniums out that are still in there dying away from last year.
Your bit of gardening.
I think some of them might still be alive.
They'll come back, yeah.
Yeah.
It hasn't been that... It's been it's been cold in parts of the winter, but it's not been really, really cold to...
No, it hasn't been. Things. It hasn't really been the type of weather that everything is completely coated in frost completely.
Yeah.
We've had a couple of hard frosts, but
look, there's no wind now.
No, I know.
See, it's beautiful, beautiful
and the
day.
sky is blue. And
were you thinking of something rhyming?
I was thinking of the song.
You was thinking of rhyming it then. Yeah.
Some song. But the light is catching the birch tree out there, isn't it?
Yeah.
The sun, it's just peeping over the roof because it's still quite early in the morning.
It is lovely out there, but it is terribly windy. If you hear whooshing sounds, that's actually coming down the chimney. When it gets really gusty, you hear the wind just sort of come down the chimney. Yeah. Anyway.
When you start to see my hair blowing in the wind, that's when you need to worry.
Or there's another special effect. He's got a little fan here and he's blowing it. Yeah. Wind machine. That'll be your Scarlett O'Hara moment or something.
Scarlett O'Hara?
I don't know, but someone like that. Someone who has their hair blowing in the wind.
No, I don't think it's Scarlett O'Hara.
Yeah. Anyway, welcome to Sunday Chat!
Right, that's two. That's two. Now, you've said it twice, don't say it again. You're allowed 2 strikes and then you're out. It is Sunday and, sorry, my hair keeps getting in my eye. It's very voluminous today because I washed.
What, you don't normally wash?
No, not normally. I leave it greasy for a week.
Oh, right, okay. He was telling me I need to put conditioner just on the ends of my hair this morning rather than all over, because I said it sometimes goes frizzy, but you choking then?
No, it was just a small cough. Just a slight irritation in my throat.
So what are we talking about today?
I don't know, I can't see the list. So
oh, can't you see the list? Oh, because you can't read, yeah. Well, no, you can read, you can't see, yeah.
I can read.
Oh dear, yeah.
You started with the digs.
No, that was unintentional.
Was it? Oh,
yeah, it was. Yeah.
I think it was a Freudian slip.
Yeah, most probably.
Appalling.
Oh, actually,
slip.
something. We, just to let you know, we didn't celebrate our 26th anniversary this week. Did we?
No, you did in your head.
No, I didn't. We were having soup for lunch yesterday. Or was it? Yeah, we were having soup and cheese and toast for lunch. Lovely, thank you, Richard. And I sort of went, Oh, it was our 26th anniversary this week. And
And
what
I
did
said,
you go?
oh,
Oh.
where's my gift?
You didn't say that.
You see, you blocked it out now. Oh,
So
geez.
26 years.
26 years. 26
Yeah.
long years.
Long years.
We met in the West End.
Yeah, we did.
We did, in a theatre. We were both working in
actually,
theatre at the time,
to
weren't
be
we?
frank, we met off West End because of West End, didn't we?
Well, yes, it is
Yes.
off. It is off West End. The
Yeah.
which theatre
Young
was it?
Vic
The Young
Theatre.
Vic. The Young. Yes, it is off West End.
Yeah.
Um,
But the show that I was working on was transferring to the West End.
to the West End. Which show was it again?
It was The Last Yankee.
Oh,
The
with
Duke of York's, Peter Davison.
Yes, Peter.
And I always forget the others, it's awful. Mind you, I've worked on 250 theatrical productions in my time,
lot.
so you can't remember everybody. But yeah, Peter Davison.
Yes.
Yeah, and that producer, Frank and Woji Jero, had the most amazing house in the Catskill Mountains. Absolutely amazing.
You didn't
Visited
go
it
to it,
once.
did you?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, did you? I don't remember that.
Visited it once. When I went to New York one day, I went out and saw them.
Oh, lovely.
When I was with Bill Kenwright then, though,
Lovely.
not
at the
at
Young
that
Vic.
point, not that point. But
Anyway, that's
yes,
enough of that. Well,
26
talking about the
years.
West End, actually, I was having a look at Sean James Cameron's archive channel, because he's got another channel, and he's posting lots of lovely things
Is it?
about the West End.
Oh, I didn't know.
I watched a couple of things this morning, partially. I didn't have a chance to watch them all. But yeah, lovely things about shows and West End stars and lovely things like that. Yes. What?
West End stars.
Well,
I mean,
these days we're not particularly into the West End, are we? But you
No,
know,
we're not,
but it's
but
nice to look at that channel. Actually, if you haven't seen it, go and have a look. It's quite fun.
what is it?
I think it's Sean James Cameron's archive channel. I'm sorry, Sean. I can't remember what it's.
Does it have things we've worked on?
Oh, I don't think so. I don't know. I'm not sure. Anyway, lovely.
They
Charming.
were. I think they were the glory years of the West End. To be quite
What,
frank,
the 80s and the 90s?
I think so, because I think
It's when
that
you could
was,
get a West End ticket without taking out a mortgage.
Absolutely, yeah. You could. I mean, the average, even when I was at Bill Kenwright and we were doing Jessica Lang in Long Day's Journey into Night, the top price ticket was £32.50 Friday and Saturday, and that actually was the first show that broke the £30 barrier. Now, top price tickets in super seats, as they call them, which are bog standard
Which are
seats,
seats.
basically, are like 170 quid, and it's ludicrous.
It's crazy.
And part of this is because so many offers are done on West End shows now that they have to double the price to effectively mark it
Make
down
up.
half price to what they would sell the ticket at normally anyway.
Crazy.
But I think they were the glory years. I mean,
Well, the West End actually.
I mean, Stephanie Lawrence in Blood Brothers.
Yeah, but people won't know who
No,
Stephanie
they
Lawrence
won't know
is.
Stephanie Lawrence, but Stephanie Lawrence was just.
But Kiki D
glorious.
was in.
Kiki D.
was in Blood
Yeah.
Brothers as well, wasn't she?
She was lovely.
If you've not seen Blood Brothers, it's
Oh,
a really
do
good
go and
show.
see it.
If you can, if you do get to see it, it's really great. It's highly recommended. I won't say anything about it, but you can probably look it up on the internet and find out more.
Yeah, it's a
Really good
brilliant
show, really good musical.
We-
And I'm not really into musicals,
No, you're not.
particularly. They don't float my boat, particularly, really.
I worked on Blood Brothers for 4 years.
You did.
And it was in the West End and it was touring. It was at that time it was touring about 36 to 44 weeks a year. Really good casts on tour and really good casts in the West End as well. And I suppose I've seen the end of Blood Brothers about 100 times. Mainly because you'd have press nights, you'd need to see it, going to different theatres around the country to see it.
You don't always spend the whole time watching the show.
No.
No.
But with Blood Brothers, you always watch the finale, because the finale is it's not the finale like Mamma Mia finale,
No,
everything
it's
cheery, clappy.
It's not a cheery show.
But it's stunning, absolutely stunning.
It's quite sad.
And it was written by Willie Russell, who wrote Educating Rita and Shirley Valentine, which are themselves absolute classics in film. And also the play Shirley Valentine is I was lucky to work on that with a number of fabulous actresses as well. But they were the glory years. They were the years where producers, in my opinion, put on things that were edgy and exciting and tried to turn them into being commercial, as well as putting on commercial things.
But also the West End in those days, back in the 80s certainly, it was really rough around the edges, wasn't it?
It was.
It wasn't like it's been rebranded, hasn't it, the West End, to Theatreland.
Yeah.
It was rebranded to Theatreland, almost in a sort of theme parky way.
Yeah.
Leicester Square has been turned into a theme park.
Effectively.
And whereas when I started working in Leicester Square in the mid-80s, you didn't hang around in Leicester Square for too long after a certain time of night, because it wasn't the nicest of places to be.
I was working...
And there was a lot of development that happened in the West End around the late 80s, early 90s. New cinemas being refurbished.
Yeah, a lot of refurbishment.
New buildings being, sort of made over and new fascias, and, they kind of made it all really glitzy, didn't they?
Do you know where you were with De Winters and Ticketmaster
48.
in 48 Leicester Square? The facade of that whole building was gutted,
yes,
and the facade was in place,
Yeah.
and they rebuilt offices and
Yeah.
things inside it.
Yeah.
It was incredible. In fact, from the window of one of the meeting rooms at De Winters, which was still is a big London theatre marketing agency, events marketing agency, entertainment marketing agency, you could actually see into a nightclub on the other side of the corner of Leicester Square, and see men peeing into the men's urinals. It was very, very bizarre, and I don't think they did a big thing about you were effectively
slightly
peeing.
disturbed by that.
You were peeing against the outside of the building, but they had special glass in so that nobody could actually look in from below. But they didn't actually think about anyone looking in from above. But
didn't know you were into that kind of voyeurism form.
I just thought it was pointed out to me one day. It was quite amusing. So
good job we didn't have the cameras and the phones.
But we went through
these
so
days.
many. I think
Anyway, we've exhausted that subject now. It's starting to get boring. But the West
who was
End
your
is
favourite
these days.
person that you saw on stage?
What, the favourite performer?
Favourite performance.
Performance. Favourite performance on stage? Well, I don't know. Patti LuPone.
Yeah.
Probably.
Sunset Boulevard.
Sunset Boulevard.
Yeah, that was. Yeah. Patti LuPone.
And Cheetah Rivera in Kiss of the Spider Woman.
Oh, that was a stunning show.
Stunning show.
Absolutely stunning show.
Underrated show. Closed too soon. And I saw it many times, and it was stunning, absolutely stunning, brilliant performances.
Shaftesbury Theatre, that one.
Shaftesbury, that's right. I think, those probably. Sunset Boulevard, simply because of all the problems that we had with Sunset Boulevard.
What, in selling tickets?
No, we were, Ticketmaster was a top agent for that show.
You were number one agent on that show.
Yeah, and the show had a lot of technical difficulties. It had a stage that basically rose, the whole stage rose up to allow performance to take place underneath. And the hydraulics that pushed the stage up, pulled the stage up, whatever, push, kept failing, and the controls kept failing.
They did, yeah. And also it was
and
put
so they
back.
had to, that's what I'm saying, a whole section of the run was cancelled effectively.
Yeah, at the front of the run.
Yeah, at the beginning of the run. And the whole thing had to be rescheduled, and it was a nightmare in terms of ticketing and
because they had to dig
rebooking.
down.
We had to dedicate somebody to a team of people to rebook all of these people back into new dates.
Yeah.
Contact them, get the tickets back, blah blah blah. It was a nightmare. Yeah.
But they did
when they solved it, it was stunning set.
Andrew Lloyd Webber. It was Andrew Lloyd Webber's show, and the Adelphi Theatre. They had to go down into the foundations to effectively give additional support to the stage so that they could put this huge set that lifted up.
It was basically Norma Desmond's living room with a huge staircase. It was unbelievable.
And when that lifted up, you literally went, "Oh my God!"
It was breathtaking. It was breathtaking. Breathtaking piece of theatre, real theatre.
Yeah.
In terms of being spectacular, you know. When I watch a piece of theatre, yes, okay, if it's a one-person show or a two-hander, then you're watching the magnificence of acting ability. But when I go to see a musical, I want to be stunned by it. I want to be stunned. I want my eyes to be stunned, you know?
Not by somebody poking them.
No, Paul. But, you know, I don't want to be underwhelmed by something.
No, there's quite a few things that we've seen over the years that
have been distinctly underwhelming, frankly.
There was,
and I feel sorry for the actors very often, because it's not always, you know, the actors are working their asses off with really mediocre material very often, and poor production values. And
can I say something now?
Oh, you've always got the talking stick, Paul.
The one that I remember was Robin of Sherwood.
Oh God.
At the Piccadilly Theatre, and I'm not sure whether it was. I think it must have been a few weeks before it, a week before it opened or something. It was a Bill Kenwright show, so it may have been a day before it opened. And there was just this refrain throughout the whole thing, which was, Robin, where are you? Where are you, Robin? Where are you, Robin, now? Something like that. And this refrain went on and on and on. And it got to the interval, and it sort of finished the interval, but I didn't realise it was the interval. And I just got to the end of my tether, and I just said in my mind, he's in the something wings.
The effing wings.
The effing wings. But
you
at
said
that
it
point,
out loud, didn't you?
I said it out loud.
You didn't
and
say
the
it in
show,
his mind.
the interval had started, and the show had come to an end with an open stage, no curtain. So actually, I said that loud to the whole auditorium. So there we are. It did happen in Rent as well. There was another thing in Rent where they were going, "Oh, someone light my candle, someone light my candle." And I was in New York seeing it then. And I did sort of say, "Oh, God's sake, someone light her effing candle."
Anyway, enough West End. We could talk
Enough
about,
West End Wendy chat.
So that's enough of the talk of the West End. Let's move on, because otherwise Paul will be talking about it all day long. Paul, what did you want to talk about?
I can't remember now.
Allotment.
Oh yeah, there's lots of work at the allotment this week. So harvested parsnips, sowed early potatoes.
You've shown everybody that.
Yeah, done sort of quite a lot of work. So I will be doing a update next week for our March update, which comes 2 weeks after our February update, which I did at the beginning of March. So a lot of stuff going on there.
Good.
Yeah.
Community gardens you're going to
Oh
talk
yeah,
about
the
as
community gardens. Yesterday we had our social Saturday, which we have once a month on the second Saturday of the month, and that's to get the community gardens in a sort of good kept space. And yesterday,
Well, you don't say good kempt, do you? You say well
kept.
Would you say that? You'd say unkempt. Unkempt is a word, isn't it?
Well, yeah, but is a negative of kept, isn't it?
So would you say well kept?
Well kept.
A lot of people probably don't understand the word.
Well maintained.
Yes, I think
Yeah,
that's a
well
much better
maintained.
option, Paul.
But there's something I've had on my wish list for 4 years to clear a certain area of the community gardens. And with 3 hours of solid work yesterday, we got the whole bit done. So I'm really pleased because that's going to give us
So that's with
additional...
people who have community gardens. They come together in a social situation. Is that right?
So that's going to give us a greater growing area at the community gardens, which will be really good. So our community gardens, explaining as Richard said, our community gardens are 52 3 metre by 3 metre growing spaces. So they're like tiny allotments, if you like. And then there's a wildlife area, there's other growing areas, there's social area, and it's an absolutely lovely space. I think
And
it's a
what
lovely
makes it
space.
social? What do people do to make it social?
Well, you're growing with other people and you're getting advice from other people. It's very much like an allotment. And then we have quite a few social events like these social Saturdays throughout the year.
And do people share a cup of tea and a
Yeah, we
slice
share
of cake?
tea and cake, and then in the summer we have cocktail evenings.
Oh.
So we have an evening social, which is mainly frequented by adults, and we serve cocktails.
So
then.
during the Saturday social, people bring their kids and things like that.
Yeah, I mean they
Yeah.
can bring their kids to
Yeah.
the evening socials as well, but
Can
it just happens that we do those at 7:30, and a lot of them are 7:30 to 9:30.
Yeah.
So a lot of people are putting kids to bed.
Well,
or,
that's
doing
good, because
things
it's
like
nice
that.
for the adults to have time
Yeah,
to themselves.
absolutely. We also have
Without screaming children everywhere.
We also have a fabulous bonfire, which is mid-November, and various other things. We're going to have wheelbarrow races in a
Good.
evening social this year.
Lovely. Next.
A few shout-outs.
Oh, you wanted to do some shout-outs.
Yeah.
How lovely. How lovely. It's so lovely to give people a shout-out, isn't it? Don't you think? No, it is. It's like, I'm just saying, it's lovely. I
After
meant
26
that.
years, I wasn't sure what you meant then.
You were unsure, were you? Well, that's good acting for you.
Greta's Garden. Greta's in Newfoundland. Is it Newfoundland or Newfoundland? Newfoundland. And she still
Oh,
has...
surely it's Newfoundland. Newfoundland.
No, I don't think it is.
Isn't it? Newfoundland.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
I prefer Newfoundland.
Well,
We have found the new land. We will call it Newfoundland. Huh? Where did you get those cups out? I was keeping those for best. Are those the Whittard ones with the gold on them?
so
Yes.
Greta's Garden
They're lovely,
on
aren't
YouTube.
Greta's
She's
Garden.
in Newfoundland. I can't say it now.
No.
She is growing in snow at the moment, but she has amazing things going on in the house.
Yes.
She has peppers. She's got a California
And she takes some lovely
Wonder.
photographs
Shut
as
up!
well.
California Wonder pepper, which is ripe. She's got snow outside, and she's got this in the window upstairs.
It's lovely.
And it's amazing. She's also got chilies. She's got tomatoes
What's the channel
flowering.
called again?
Greta's
Greta's
Garden.
Garden. If you've not seen it, pop over there and have a little look. Lovely.
And then Patricia at Sow and Grow.
Oh yes, well done, Patricia.
Patricia reached 200, back to 199.
Oh,
That usual YouTube thing with subscribers, I
oh,
think.
don't worry about it. It goes
So-
up and down like a yo-yo.
You'll get there, Patricia.
Well done,
Well, you have
brilliant.
got there. Just like Ronna, when Ronna was at 100 and went to 99. And
Yeah.
YouTube does
Oh,
that.
that's
Your
fine.
subscribers go up and down. But
Yeah.
well done, Patricia. I'd love to see some sewing Patricia. I don't mean seed sowing.
But that's Patricia's cushion that she sent to us.
Patricia's cushion.
Patricia made that with her own fair hands.
That features
and a sewing machine as well.
Each week in the Sunday chat.
It does. It's always there, supporting us.
Yeah. Also, we're going to be doing a collab with Erica from Erica's Little Welsh Garden.
My lips are dry.
And it's nothing to do with lips being dry.
No, but I'm getting Vivis Pointment out.
Are you on something this morning?
Am I on something?
Yeah.
Well, I think that's very, very rude.
Have you had 3 cups of tea and it's set you off?
It's calendula balm, made by Vivi. It's smooth and silky and absorbs beautifully into the lips. Could also be used as hair wax.
It's a shame it's not sticky, really, really sticky, Vivi, so that his lips could just...
Look, I can kiss you, look as well. Shall I kiss you? No, you don't want me to kiss you, baby.
Not after 26 years, no.
No, we don't kiss anymore. No, that dropped off years ago.
Yeah, after about the 3rd date. Yeah. So, Erica's Little Welsh Garden. We're going to be doing some of the garden organics experiments with her, and I also think Kelly from UK Homestead. Is it UK Homestead? UK Homestead. So that's to look forward to. We're going to be doing that. Who else did I want to mention today? I got it down.
My garden organics.
Yeah, well, I've mentioned that already. You just weren't listening.
No,
and then finally to Jane's allotment, because Jane has reached the 3,000 subscriber mark.
3,000.
So really well. Now the interesting thing about Jane is when you look at her views on her videos compared to the amount of subscribers she gets, her views on her videos are higher in percentage terms than virtually any other channel. I think
because people like her.
Dean's Lost the Plot is another one who's similar. Really, really high retention on their subscribers watching things. Absolutely terrific. So well done,
That's
Jane.
because people
We love
like
you.
their channels.
And we will sit down with a cup of tea later on and watch the video that you put up last week. So we're going to do that. Right, Mum. Quick update on Mum. Mum's doing well. Still in the Princess Elizabeth Hospital in Guernsey, and is continuing with her treatment. So that, fingers crossed, is going to be strengthening her and helping her get more mobility back. So more about that when we know more. But she's doing well at the moment. Do you want to say something?
No. What gave you that impression?
You've got the talking pen.
Oh, you want me to talk now, do you? No, I think it's over to you, Paul, still. It's all yours now.
What are we talking about there? Oh, yes.
Amish paste.
The Amish paste tomatoes.
Amish paste.
But we are going to be sowing ours in about a week's time. So
you said that last week.
I did say that last week, but there's a reason that I'm going to be sowing it in a week's time. I do know that Jane's Amish paste have come up, and Kelly's from Kelly's Kitchen Garden. Hers have come up as well. And
Kelly's doing well on subscribers as
well.
Kelly
is doing well on subscribers.
Very well.
We love Kelly.
Yeah, we do.
We love Jane. We love a lot of people, actually. We do. We love a lot of people. We do have ones that we really, really love. So there we are. And Kelly.
What? And
Kelly
some
and
that
James
are a bit like that.
No,
really?
I don't mean that. I mean,
you're kind of giving favouritism here, aren't you?
We all have favourites. It's life, absolutely.
Yes. Oh well.
So
we have some that we don't like.
So both of those seeds, they were fermented and unfermented tomato seeds, and I think the fermented tomato seeds for both Jane and Kelly were the first to actually germinate. though Kelly said that one of her unfermented seeds came the day later. So we will be doing fermented, unfermented, new seeds which we got from Real Seed Company last year, and we'll also be, or we have already sown a slice of tomato, of Amish paste tomato in a pot. So those are our voice.
Let's sow a slice of, it's like a tongue twister,
yeah,
isn't it? All I want is a proper cup of coffee made in a proper copper coffee pot. There you go. That's
or
drama
sow a
training
slice
for
of
you.
potato.
Or slow a slice of
The sloth sowed a slice of slithery, silky tomato. The sloth. The sloth.
Sowed a slice of silky tomato. What?
Yeah.
That's not really a tongue twister. No.
Right.
Not like she sells these. You made me drop my phone.
Right,
you would have been buying
voice,
a new one.
What are we watching on TV this week? Well, RuPaul's Drag Race is one thing.
This week's episode, it was a bit, the challenges, the film they did, it wasn't that great.
Both films they did.
It wasn't that good. Anyway, let's not labour the point on that one.
But
We're
we
not
do
here
love
to do that.
RuPaul's Drag
We
Race.
do follow RuPaul, but our favourite by far this week on television is Amazon's The Expanse. Fantastic, compelling. If you're a sci-fi fan,
yeah,
and you enjoy also good acting and good effects,
great stories,
superb stories that hook you in. The Expanse, fantastic.
We're on series 3, episode 8, I think now.
We just can't stop watching. I mean, we've had to restrain ourselves from watching the whole thing in one go because you want to save the next episode. But it's brilliant, really, really good. So won't say anything further about that because check it out yourselves if you're fans of sci-fi. If you love things like Star Trek, you'll love The Expanse. It's great, isn't it?
Do you prefer Discovery or
Star Trek Discovery is absolutely superb as well.
I think I like them as much of each other.
I'm afraid The Expanse has got one over because the characters. I think I love her, Christian.
Oh, she's fabulous.
But anyway, we won't say anything further about that. Lovely.
But if you have Amazon Prime, do watch it.
Yeah, we've said that twice now. So coming up, Paul.
So we have lots coming up. Leek and potato soup we're going to be making.
Which we have been asked and reminded by one of you.
So we'll be doing that.
So we will be doing that.
Tomato seed sowing.
Did you buy potatoes? No, we haven't got any potatoes. Can't do it today unless you go out to the shops.
I'm going out to the shops.
Are you going to the shops? Because we had the last potatoes last night, didn't we?
I know we did. Yeah.
I'm just reminding you.
Tomato seed sowing. That'll be next week. We're going to be doing a no-knead bread recipe.
How do we do that?
Well, we're going to find out because I've never done it before.
Oh, I see.
So this is going to be an experiment. Some of our subscribers on Planet Vegetaria have dexterity and strength issues and might not have a mixer. So we're going to be trying a couple of no-knead bread recipes to see ones which actually work.
We were going to look at a no-bread bread, weren't we, as well?
Were we?
A no-bread bread.
You mean a bread made of oats and rye and seeds and things like that?
Yes.
Yeah, I think we were. We'll have a look at that as well. We're going to be doing an overnight...
Or it could just be invisible.
Like me.
We could just slice it and mime eating the bread. It's a no-bread bread. free.
Oh,
No bread.
I'm going out today, definitely.
It's delicious, that food. It's lovely.
Oh. Are you going to have your headphones on when you're editing?
Why? So you don't have to listen to me all over again.
Yeah.
So nice. This balm is so good, you know. It's still on my lips, and I've drunk tea as well. Long lasting.
You see, Richard doesn't listen to me, and he says, yes I do, yes I do.
I filter.
But he doesn't, because I said to him, we're going to be doing this particular recipe this week, and what he's written down is butternut bean stew.
That's what you said it was,
I
didn't you?
didn't.
Butternut and bean stew.
No, I didn't say that.
What did you say?
I said butter bean stew.
Oh, butter beans and nuts.
No, there's no nuts in it. Butter bean stew.
You said butternut.
No, he's written butternut.
But how do
there.
you know that you didn't say
I
butternut
know I
and
didn't
beans
say.
without? You might have
I
done.
know I didn't say.
I
it.
wrote it down as you
No,
said it,
it's
Paul.
just a
You said to
fantasy
me,
that you've got.
butternut
Butternut bean
stew.
stew.
You said that to me. I was simply writing down in my shorthand, which is superb.
Oh dear.
It is.
There we are.
Thank you. Butternuts and bean stew.
Yeah, I didn't say that. Oh.
Overnight sponges.
No, overnight sponge, which is another form of bread. We're going to be doing an overnight sponge.
Sponge. Sponge.
I do have a little...
Sponge is quite a nice word. It's like moist, which my lips are at the moment with Vivis Balm. But I'm not promoting Vivis Balm. I'm just saying it's really, really good and we're really delighted with it. But the overnight sponge. It's lovely, isn't it, that word? Don't you think?
What's her name?
Sponge.
Do you mind if I smoke?
Do you mind if I smoke?
What's her
Vanilla.
name? Vanilla Fielding.
What was her name?
Oh,
May
what
she
was
rest
her
in
name?
peace.
Yeah.
So, overnight sponges.
In fact, we went to a theatrical event called... What was that event we went to? Something 12 Angry Queens or something.
I don't remember.
Oh, and Vanilla Fielding was there.
I met her in a shop one day on Longacre.
Oh right, yeah. She lived in the West End.
Anyway,
I think
what's
she
the
lived
next one?
I think she lived just around the corner from Simon Callow.
So,
yeah.
Soaring Seeds.
Sowing seeds, just generally sowing
seeds.
seeds. So that's his writing. He can't me.
And not Egglings.
It's his writing.
Not England. Oh, not enough hours in the day.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
there aren't. Yeah.
There aren't enough hours in the
There
day.
aren't.
And Trevor's got his prize. We're glad you liked your prize,
And
Trevor.
what prize was that for?
For the cookery challenge.
Ah.
Consolation prizes will be forthcoming very soon. It's just we've had so much to do that fitting everything in and sitting down and doing things
On catching up on videos.
and
Still
also Paul's been catching up on
videos.
the sewing and stuff like that, so it's been quite hard to fit everything in, but we are
Someone
doing
did
it.
say to me this
You're
week,
on our
how do you
list."
manage to do what you both do? And I think we're both lucky that, well, Richard's obviously part-time, and I work from home and can grab an hour, a couple of hours throughout the week, throughout my working week, several times a week throughout my working week, to go and do what I do. When we were working in the West End, we were travelling an hour and a half to work, hour and a half back, and just didn't have the time to do it. But
To do what?
to do a lot of things.
Well, we did. We were younger and we always used to go out.
Well, we had a lot more
We had
energy.
parties,
Oh, we
we
had lots
had-
of parties. Oh yeah.
We were always having people over for dinner, Sunday
Yeah, we
lunch,
were.
parties,
Yeah.
going out.
Yeah.
We don't do any of that now. because we just don't have the energy. Although I think we should entertain this summer a little bit more.
Who are we going to entertain?
Well, our small select group of friends, 2 people. Anyway,
you can count them all on 5.
Overnight, you've done the overnight sponges, and everybody else. Yes, check. That's it. We're there. We've done it all. Oh no. We wanted just to say, this is cryptic, but there is a reason for it. We just want to say thank you very much to a certain person who sent us a lovely gift.
An amazing
gift, which is absolutely lovely and very, very helpful.
We both almost fell on the floor when we opened the envelope.
Yeah.
We really did.
So we just want to say thank you very much. You know who you are, and we are so grateful and so happy about that. I am happy even though I'm not smiling. Smile, Richard. I don't smile easily. I'm not a smiler.
No, you're not, are you?
No, I'm not. I've got resting bitch face. I can't help it. But I got all my smiling done when I was a baby, apparently.
Really?
I was a very, very happy, jolly baby, a bit like you are now.
Most probably in the first 6 months.
And from then on, I was surly.
Yeah.
No, but we are extremely grateful and very, very pleased for that gift. It's a wonderful thing. So thank you very, very much.
I don't know what we're going to get with it, but it'll... Yeah. Wow.
No, we do. We actually have a piece of equipment that we need to buy to enable us to continue to produce videos. So that's it. So we're not saying any more. We're not being specific about that because it's a private arrangement between us and that person. So thank you very, very much. We're eternally grateful. Thank you.
And also, we get emails as well.
We've had some lovely emails recently about how we have had an effect on your lives. And we were always completely and utterly stunned and surprised that we have affected you in some way, in a positive way.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
It is. We
it's
very
sincerely, we are touched and moved by those kind of emails that we receive. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, I think you've said it, Richard. Yeah. It is amazing when someone says to you that
you don't need to be specific.
You've had a positive effect on their life.
We've said that.
In the way that they tell us, it's really humbling.
We just want to say thank you. Thank you. It's great feedback.
And do keep those emails coming.
And
also,
email
obviously,
us if you want to, it's fine.
The active people on Planet Vegetaria, everyone on Planet Vegetaria, but we've got some really active people on there. Thank you for all of your support, your continuing support. It really is much appreciated.
It is. No, it is. Totally.
Genuinely.
We do,
Oh,
get them away from me. They frighten me. Don't drop them on the floor, they might spread.
These are the seedlings of our tomatoes that you've most probably seen on the video.
Alien things. Get them out of my kitchen, I don't want them there anymore, they make me feel slightly ill.
Well, we are going to be potting these on today, and I think these we're going to be taking out and potting on as normal. How we take it out of a tomato without cutting up roots and things, we'll find out.
Well, use your hands, break them apart.
I think we're going to do in chunks. And this one here, which has only got a few on, we're going to slice the top off and put that.
I don't think I can ever eat a tomato again now.
Well, hard
all those
luck.
Little living creatures are in there.
We've got loads of tomatoes that are going to be happening this year.
I feel more love towards my Venus flytrap than I do that.
Oh, your Venus flytrap.
It's doing brilliantly. I'm so delighted. I love my Venus flytrap. I know some people don't think it's very nice and all the poor flies.
Yeah.
But
you know that was your 26th anniversary present I got you.
no, you didn't tell me that. There was no card with it. As far as I knew, it could have been from Mario. No, I love my Venus flytrap. I think it's amazing. I mean, you know, nature has to eat as well.
It's tried to flower, hasn't it?
It has tried to flower, but you cut the flowers off, or else the plant will die if it's a young plant. I have researched this.
Yeah. Yeah.
I love it.
It is doing well.
But
You have
like
to do it
Shaz
with
said,
rainwater.
I wouldn't have one of those pitcher ones, the pitcher plants, because I wouldn't like it if a fly went in there and it was buzzing around inside the pitcher plant, dying slowly. That's what Shaz said.
Well, I don't think you don't know what you think is going to happen.
Yeah,
with
but the Venus flytrap is like, it squashes them to death, doesn't it?
No.
Doesn't it?
No.
I thought it did.
No.
It traps them.
It traps them, exactly.
Well, they're not going to be able to move their wings. It's only a small Venus flytrap. It's going to eat small flies.
The fly will be inside the Venus flytrap, seeing us walk into the kitchen going, "Help me! Help me!"
Don't say that. Don't put me off. I'm already put off tomatoes as it is for life. I want them out of the kitchen.
Well, you know, mate,
think
you're filming me doing it today.
I don't think it's very hygienic having those things in the kitchen.
Well, the good thing though is that if I left those, they would start rotting down and they would create fruit flies, which would be food.
They're not going to
for
create food
They
flies.
do. Fruit, not food. Fruit flies.
I said fruit
You
flies.
said food.
Fruit flies.
Fruit
They're not going to
flies.
create fruit flies. They don't come from the tomato.
Don't they?
Of course they don't. They've got to be born somewhere.
Where do you think they're born?
But they've got to be born from an egg.
Oh.
So a fruit fly's got to lay the eggs on there first, hasn't it? Just doesn't appear from nowhere. Otherwise you'd have found the key to life. Wouldn't you? You'd have discovered life. All life came from a sprouting tomato.
Maybe it did.
No, it didn't. My lips are still silky and smooth, by the way. We're going now. I think we've just about had enough of these shenanigans for this morning.
Yeah, I'm going out for the day.
Look,
Glorious
the
day out
wind
there.
hath dropped.
It has dropped a bit.
Oh.
I wonder if
maybe
the
not.
polytunnel is still
Oh,
there.
it will be. It will be. It'll be fine.
It was certainly blowing in the
Yeah,
wind the
anyway,
other
we're
day.
saying goodbye now. Not
Goodbye
going on long.
now.
Thank you so much to everybody that watches, subscribes, stalks and trolls. And we're very, very grateful to you all. We hope you have a lovely Sunday and a lovely week and everything.
Everything.
Goodbye.
Bye.
We better hurry up because Tina Turner needs this wig back. Bye for now.
Bye.
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 No, goodbye.
Bye.
Yeah, goodbye. Right. I'm the last one to say goodbye. You look like a fish.